And hello and welcome to Shameless in Chicago. I'm Luke.
And I'm Nin.
And we're here to blow your minds with another amazing episode.
Hello, everyone. We are so happy for you to join us today.
And I'm sure we have a lot for you to talk about because you want to talk about us behind your backs because we're your best friends.
Right, exactly. So let's get this tea spilling and talk about things that you might not even talk about with your friends.
Ooh, that'll be fun. Can we talk about how we just had to get like a whole new sound interface, by the way, from the first episode of our podcast to the second episode of our podcast?
Yeah, literally. We ordered a Rodecaster to go ahead and have, good audio, good content for you all. And our first one didn't even work properly. Like the rest of the headphones, only half of the headset worked.
Only one headset, port one worked, but thankfully Guitar Center was super cool and they got us a whole new device to work with.
Yeah, it was super nice. But so to get today's episode started, I thought I would talk about something that might be like your intrusive thought you might not want to say out loud.
Are we talking about my fear of death today?
No, we're talking about relationships.
Oh, I love this. This is one of my favorite topics.
So one of the things that most of you probably see is that people will put a face on social media like they have the best relationship, they're so in love, their relationship is perfect, their sex life is amazing. And then a couple years later, you found out they're breaking up or they're divorcing. And you're like, what's happening? I thought you guys had this perfect life.
And then you actually are like invested because, you'll follow your Facebook couples, your Twitter couples, your influencer couples. You'll follow everyone because you want their relationship.
Yeah, exactly. And I remember when I was single, there was this one couple that I really enjoyed watching. She's a YouTuber. Her name is Bramty. And her YouTuber thing is Bram Fam. And her husband's really attractive. She's a really beautiful girl. And what I liked about her is that she would showcase the struggles that relationships go through. They're not perfect. They owned a house in Florida. They had 2 homes. And at some points they would go on breaks and he would go to the other home for a week because they would just get tired of each other. When I was single, I didn't really understand this.
If you're in a relationship, you still need time away from your partner?
Yes, yes.
I cannot value my alone time enough. I was very open about that with my partner. Mm-hmm. I said, I've got people who are my friends I need to see all the time. There are days that I want to stay inside and do laundry and watch TV all day.
Yeah.
Accept it. And luckily, I have someone who feels the same way.
So I like that about Bramty and her content. But then there was something that bothered me a lot about Christian YouTubers and influencers, like these couples. So speaking from a Christian perspective, of course, nobody's life is perfect. That's why you always turn towards your religion. But what I didn't like about these Christian influencers is that they would showcase that me and my husband have this perfect life because we pray together, we worship together. And it's like, okay, you do that, but you're still human, right? You still go through these emotions. And when I got into a relationship, I would think to these Christian influencers and I'd be like, oh, why don't me and my boyfriend have that perfect love life? Why aren't we obsessed with each other 24/7?
I mean, hey, that just further proves that social media is ruining our whole perspective on our lives because nobody's perfect. Everyone's jealous. Everyone's mad. Everyone gets annoyed with the way their partner smells. Come on.
No, literally. And so one thing that I discussed with my friends one day, and they surprisingly did not agree with me.
Oh, no.
Are there days where you are just not obsessed with your significant other?
Yes, I think so. I think it's healthy to miss your partner or to have time away from your partner. You don't need to be around each other every single day of every single minute of every single moment. It's ridiculous to think that you are going to spend every moment of your life with one person when there is 8 billion other people in the world.
Yeah, but also going off of that, even I had this thought when I was actually on a date with my boyfriend and I was like,
oh,
I'm just not feeling you today. I'm just not.
Did you feel like walking up and say, pay the bill, I'll see you next week? Or what was going through your head?
No, not at all. But I was just kind of on a friendship basis with him at her date rather than like, I'm so in love with you, I'm obsessed, like that type of thing. You know how like couples are like, let's take these pictures and like, I love him so much. And it's just kind of like, you're annoying me
I'm
right
in
now.
this picture and I don't like it. With my partner is take a picture, post it. And I'm like, okay, I'll post it. I don't post on Facebook. I don't post on anything.
Yeah, neither
If
do I.
if I'm posting, I'm being coerced.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So one thing that I wanted to like kind of like get your perspective on it is that, do you feel like it is normal or healthy to just like not feel your partner for a day or so? And like, you're just like, nah, you're kind of annoying me today. I don't have a reason why, but you kind of just are.
Yeah, I think and if you continue to be with your partner after those days, I think it continues to show the strength you have in your relationship, because you're gonna, on your worst days, still say, I still love this person, even though right now my brain chemistry says I'm not feeling you. Yeah. It speaks to your character, what you do in those moments.
Yeah. Yeah, I would have to agree. So for those of you that are out there that are like having these thoughts and thinking that you might be alone in them and thinking, oh, I'm just not feeling my significant other today, like you're not alone. And especially if you're a woman and you have your hormonal cycles every single month, it's completely normal.
Have healthy days away from your partners. Have
Yeah.
days away with your friends. Go fishing. Go camping.
Mm-hmm.
Stay loyal. Stay within the bounds of your own
Of
relationship.
course.
I mean, hey, you do you. Whatever your relationship is, that's what it is.
Yeah.
But I mean, at the end of the day, like, you're going home to someone, right?
Right, exactly. And I think another healthy thing that me and my partner did is that we take breaks from each other.
Yeah.
Like we straight up say like, hey, I'm just in a funk right now and I don't want to drag you down with me. Let's just take a break from each other for like a week or so, or like complete breaks from one another. It's not freedom, and we set the boundaries. It's not freedom to go and hook up with somebody else or to try to find another significant other. It's really so we can focus on ourselves for that time period and just be selfish, because when you're in a relationship, you're thinking about somebody else all the time.
I couldn't do it.
Really?
Really, no. My partner will be in a funk or whatever, but I'm like, what's wrong? Oh, okay, I'll fix it. Oh, I'm gonna come over. I'm gonna fix it person, no matter if you want it or not.
Oh,
That's just how that's my personality type.
yeah.
But I mean, I think the most time I've ever spent away from my partner is when we have flown out of the state or out of the country without one another. So it was kind of like a forcible, like, hey, I'm leaving for a vacation with my family.
Yeah.
You're not coming. But that's the most I think we've ever spent away from each other in the 2 years we've been together.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, no, I see this person every day, and every day he gets more and more beautiful. But
That's cute.
yeah, but that's just me. I couldn't do it. I couldn't say you're gonna go away for a week. Well, if you're gonna go away for a week, goodbye.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I could do it. I don't know. Why? If you're gonna leave me for a week, are you just gonna leave me for the rest of it all?
No, we like still talk to each other and stuff like that, but we allow ourselves that time to indulge in self-care and just be selfishly ourselves. Like when you're in a relationship, for example, like let's say I just want to hang out with my girlfriends. Like I don't feel like talking to you. I just want to hang out with my girls. I just want to lay in bed, do some Uber Eats and just be lazy. But when you're in a relationship, it's like, I got to see you at least a couple times a week.
Yeah, 3 or 4 times a week.
Exactly.
I actually just had like a sleepover last night. I couldn't shower because I don't like to shower there, and that's why my hair looks like this.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's work. It's definitely work, and it's you don't get to clock in and get paid for it.
Yeah, exactly. And especially since like me and like my boyfriend, Almighty Airmain, you can find his music on all streaming platforms. He's
At Almighty Mermaid.
Almighty Airmain.
What did I say?
Almighty Mermaid. But you can find him on all streaming platforms. But with him being a creative and me being a creative, it's kind of sometimes we just need to get into our creative funks where he's just like, I want to make music. I want to make an album. I want to release an EP, like all of that. And it's like, hey, I need attention, you know?
Oh yeah. I'm big on the, hey, I'm over here.
Yeah.
Can I get something? A hug?
Yeah.
Handshake.
Exactly. And sometimes you just need that separation. and it's healthy. It's healthy. So don't let all these influencers showing you that I'm obsessed with my mans. We're with each other all the time. Like, please don't fall for that shit.
If you want to be like them, then let's be real. You want to be fake.
Yeah, exactly. Because honestly, you got annoyed of your parents. Those people birthed you.
God. And you're gonna get annoyed at everything. You're gonna get annoyed at your own relationship. It's going to happen.
It's inevitable. You get annoyed of yourself.
Yeah, you're gonna get the ick. Like I don't want to see. No, that's the ick to me.
No, literally. But I think it's important to see the way you respond to these events because, like, even though me and my boyfriend take breaks from one another, we still continue to choose each other.
Right.
Like, I'm going to choose him every single time.
Oh, right.
And I think that speaks to both of our characters because a while ago we had a break and we were like, you know what? We're going to take a 3-month break from each other. We're going to try to rediscover ourselves, you know? And we continued to choose each other. He didn't want to be with anybody else. I didn't want to be with anybody else. And I think that spoke true to our characters and how we are in the relationship. And then in turn, that made us stronger.
Interesting. I think that's very strong of you. I don't know how well I would hold up from a 3-month break, but at least your contact was open. Your communication is fantastic, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, communication is really key.
In other news, though, Friday, Saturday, Sunday is going to be a very big day for us as we've been very excited, very bored for the month of September.
No, literally.
Like not even motivated to do any creative work for the month of September.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Almighty Airman YouTube channel.
Sorry, Nen's vlogs.
Sorry, my actual job.
No, literally.
So Friday, we get the keys to a very special place.
Yeah.
Unit 405.
Yes.
That's what I'll call it right now, Unit 405.
So we get the keys tomorrow. Exciting stuff. Yeah, tomorrow is Friday.
We need to find a checkbook. We need to get a bank account.
Yes, we have all that. Don't you worry. But announcement to everyone that's listening to us. We are opening up a content creation studio. So for those of you that might be interested in recording a podcast or starting a podcast of your own, but you don't know where to start, you don't know what equipment to buy, maybe you don't even want to buy the equipment.
Maybe you don't even want to do it at your house. Maybe you live with your parents.
Yeah, exactly. Go ahead and you can book us up on Peerspace. We will have all of that set up and you can go ahead and book the space. We will set everything up for you. You can see pricing on Peerspace. We are located in Chicago, so if you're outside of Chicago, I'm sorry we can't help you. But if you're in the Chicagoland area...
I mean, hey, if you're outside of Chicago, come to us. Come hang out.
Yeah, because somebody all the way in Wyoming is going to come straight to Chicago just to come and record at Airwaves.
I'm talking like someone in Indiana, but go off.
Yeah. But come and visit us at Airwaves Studios. We're really excited to expand, to help people out,
and to meet all of you creators out there. We're excited to see the most amazing or awe-inspiring or just weird whatever, throw it at us. I want to see everything.
Right, exactly. And this space allows you to be committal or non-committal. You know, do you want to
be a regular renter with us and come for 2 hours a week every week? Hey, come shoot your stuff. We're a great studio for that.
Right. Or if you've been thinking about podcasting and you want to try it out, but the startup equipment is a little too pricey for you at this point.
We bought it for you. Don't worry.
Exactly. So come and check us out. So yeah, that's what we're really excited about.
So I actually think that I want to talk about one of Neneva's favorite topics.
What is it?
It's one that we've been talking about probably forever. Your worst first date.
My worst first date?
Your worst first date. I mean, ooh, man, this is, I had a lot of bad first dates. I had a lot of only first dates because they were bad.
Mm-hmm.
But tell me your worst first date.
Oh my God. Okay. I love hearing people's worst first dates because I just find them so interesting. Okay. So my worst first date. Okay. Hear me out. The way he picked me up, like his pickup line was incredible.
Well, give it to me.
Okay, so it was in college and it was in undergrad and he sat next to me and our teacher had us like introduce ourselves. And so I introduced myself and I said my name. And after we finished and after class had ended, he says to me, "What was your name again?" So like I told him my name. And he started an entire conversation about Assyrians and the Assyrian Empire. And of course, that's going to attract me because I'm so prideful of who I am.
He had you. He had you.
He had me hooked. He was this Macedonian guy. So I was like, okay. And he was pretty muscular. He was pretty fat. Yeah, he was checking off the boxes.
All right, well, hold up. You told us that there's a pickup line. Is this a whole Assyrian thing? Like, how are we leading to a bad first date? This sounds like it's gonna be great.
Right. Like his pickup line was literally, "What's your name again?" And then at the end of the conversation of telling me like about Assyrians, he's like, "Yeah, I remembered your name because you're so beautiful."
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I think I would have had a heart attack right there.
No, literally. And he was so attractive, like, to me at that time. So yeah. So that was his pickup line. So I was excited, right?
Okay, so what did you do for the date?
So we exchanged phone numbers and
You exchanged phone numbers? Hold on.
mhm.
Are you a sociopath?
No.
You gave a stranger your phone number?
Yeah.
I always lead with like the Snapchat or like the, hit me up on Instagram. I feel like the phone number is really intimate.
No,
Okay.
I like the phone number. I think it's a little old fashioned.
Okay, you're brave. That's how people get murdered, but go off.
I mean, I can block your number.
Can't block my heart.
Oh my God. Anyways, so he was like, okay, cool. Like we exchanged numbers and he was like, I'm going to take you out on a date. I was like, okay, let me know where and when. And we didn't have enough time because I had to go to my class. He sent me a text and we scheduled a date and it was at a suburban, like ma and pa diner. But what I didn't know is that this is a place where the elderly frequent.
So you went during like an early bird special?
And we went during lunchtime, yeah.
So dinner time.
Yeah, so the day of the date comes, right? And he hasn't sent me a text, nothing. Like hasn't confirmed it, hasn't texted me. And we had agreed that we would meet each other there. It's like 10 o'clock in the morning. And mind you, if you know me, I'm not really an early riser, especially at this point in my life. I wasn't really an early riser.
She's not joking.
No, literally. I didn't get out of bed until 2 o'clock today.
Do your legs not atrophy in bed?
No, I was so comfortable. So it's like 10 a.m. and I sent him a text and I'm like, hey, are we still on for the date? ? And he responds back, I'm almost there.
Oh, so he's the sociopath.
No, literally. I'm like, how are you not going to text me like on my way, like good morning, like telling me what time we're going to meet there? Because mind you, I was still in bed when I sent him the confirmation text message. So you have little old me at 10 o'clock in the morning trying to get ready so quick. And I realized mid getting ready, my throat hurts. Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't feeling too hot that day. So this date gets pretty bad, guys. So I meet him up at the diner. I was late for the date, mind you. And he's like, you were late. And I was like, okay, but you didn't tell me you were on your way. And we had agreed that it would be sometime before 12 around lunchtime. And he would text me when he's on his way. He never did. Anyways, we get to the diner. We go in. It's a bunch of elderly people. We cop a seat. He tells me, yeah, so over summer break, I went to Macedonia. And I was like, yeah. And he's like, yeah, I broke up with my girlfriend of 8 years. I was like,
interesting first date topic.
I'm sorry, what? And he's like, yeah, I broke up with her so I could be in Macedonia and, get with some girls.
What?
Yeah. So then I was like, oh, okay. And he's like, and then I came back and I was going to get back with her. But then I saw you and I just like really want to with you. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. And I was like, what?
That's the most heinous thing I think anyone could ever say to me.
Yep. That's literally what he led with. And he thought it was a compliment because he chose to not get with his ex-girlfriend because he thought I was so attractive that I was worthy. I don't even. Yeah.
Listen, girl, you dodged a bullet and the ex-girlfriend dodged a bullet. Like this.
Oh,
man.
no, it gets worse. Yeah. So I was like, okay. And mind you, I don't feel good. So at this diner, I was like, I'll order a fruit salad. So I ordered a fruit salad and he ordered like everything off the menu. He ordered this big plate. He ordered a side. He ordered a coffee. He ordered a refill of his coffee. He ordered a drink. He ordered everything off the menu, okay? Just his bill alone was probably like $30. And mind you guys, this was back in like probably like 2017. So $30 was a lot more than what it is today.
R.I.P. the American dollar.
No, I swear. And so my fruit salad comes and it's literally like cut up cantaloupe and honeydew and pineapple with a scoop of tuna on top. Ooh. Yeah, it was disgusting. And I was like, okay. And he's like enjoying his meal and talking about it. And he's talking about his ex-girlfriend in Macedonia and all of this stuff. And I'm like, all right, this is such a turn off right now, bro. And and he's talking about how much he likes to smoke weed. And I'm like, okay, I'm literally getting so turned off right now. And then the bill comes. And so, mind you, as a Middle Eastern girly, like I'm used to the men paying. Like men are supposed to pay. And if you guys don't know Middle Eastern people, we fight over the bill. We fight over who is going to pay. So I've grown up with that my entire life. And so the bill comes and I think it was around $40. My like salad was probably like $6-7. He goes to me, I only have $9 cash.
Oh no, he flipped the script.
Yeah. And then I was like, okay. And I was like, you have a credit card, don't you? And he was like, yeah, but I don't want to use it. And I was like, well, then you shouldn't have ordered that much food. Take out your credit card. You're going to use it.
Oh my God. What happened after that?
He was stunned and took out his credit card and he used it because there was no way I was going to pay for all of his stuff when my meal costed like $7. Absolutely not.
Oh gosh, no.
No. And you asked me out on the date. I didn't ask you out on the date.
You know what? With the gays, it's a little more dicey on the paying things, but yeah, that sounds completely reprehensible. And I would have just walked out on that man without paying. I was like, have fun. Bye. I'll take an Uber or something home.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the date ended, and
did you see him again?
You would have thought I would have stopped seeing him, but I saw him again. Saw him again, and what really just kind of set the bar off is our first kiss. We kissed before he went on the train, and he put his gum in my mouth.
Did he pay you for the years of therapy you would need to recover from that?
Guys, it was disgusting. And when I tell you, I still talk to him after that.
I could feel the gum in my mouth right now.
No, it was terrible. Oh my God, guys. Yeah. And I continued to talk to him, but not in a relationship perspective. I was like, we could still be friends. And
I would never, ever see that person ever again.
Guys, he literally was like, so it's not working out between me and you, but can we like hook up before I get back with my ex-girlfriend?
Oh, so the ex didn't dodge the bullet.
No, she didn't. She went back with him. She went back with him.
Ooh.
And you guys want to hear something crazy?
Yes.
For Valentine's Day, we ran into each other and he offered to take me out. And we went for coffee. And then he's like, I gotta get my lady something. Do you want to go lingerie shopping with me? And I was like, sure, why not? I went lingerie shopping with him, and he's like, this could have been for you. And I was like, absolutely not, dude. I did not want it.
Oh, that's the most that. Why are men so full of audacity? Where does it come from?
Know.
The first thing, like going lingerie shopping, you went with it.
Yes, I did.
First mistake.
I honestly
actually probably fourth mistake.
Yeah, I think the first mistake was even accepting the date at this point.
I mean, hey, you gotta have a little fun, right? But the gum is where I would have drawn the line. Like, you are never. He was testing you. He was saying, I wonder how dirty I could do this one.
That was disgusting, guys. Ugh. It was so gross.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, so that is my worst first date ever. Trust me, I have so many other of them, but we'll save those for like other episodes. Oh my God. Lucas's worst first date, I think, is hilarious. And God. I'm so excited to have him share it.
Which one? You get to choose. Here, spin the wheel.
Okay. My favorite one, I think is the guy that picked you up in like the clown car.
Oh, wow. This one is really fun. So back when I lived in the city, I lived in Portage Park. Shout out Portage Park. I miss you. I got picked up from this guy and he was very insistent on picking me up. And back then I didn't have my, I will not be picked up on a first date rule. Now that's a law. No one's ever going to pick me up on a first date ever. If I ever have a first date ever again. So he gives me a call and then, he's saying, hey, yeah, I'll come pick you up. It's cool. I'm in the, and I said, what? I said, there's no way he said what I thought he said. So I was fine. I was calm. And he gets to my apartment. I walk down 4 flights of stairs to see that I'm being picked up in a smart car.
Oh my gosh.
It is a clear top smart car, like little to no trunk. And he's literally fit in between like 2 cars that double parked. And I thought, this is it. This is where I die. So he picks me up and we drive over to a bar in Ravenswood. And I can't really remember the name of the bar. And it was one of my favorite bars for a little while after that, though, because it just had a vibe to it. But so we go to this bar and we walk in, we park down the street, walk in. The first thing we do is we sit down and there's 2 cool bartenders or dudes or behind the bar, whatever. He orders a Pabst Blue Ribbon. PBR, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's a PBR.
I thought you were going to say a pap smear.
I order a vodka cranberry because I hate beer. If I'm drinking, I'm going to drink liquor. Get sicker. But just from the moment we sat down, the date was just falling apart left and right. He didn't look like his pictures. He was a little condescending. He was older than I thought he was.
He didn't look like his pictures in what way?
He didn't look like his pictures. So he used old photos and then he had gained some weight. But when I say some weight, I mean there's a substantial difference in the way you look.
Okay.
So it's like false advertising.
Yeah.
I was a big guy myself then.
Right.
But you don't really keep
you like what you like.
Yeah.
Listen, you're attracted to what you're attracted to. You can't help it.
But also I'm attracted to genuineness.
Exactly.
But so, he proceeds to have like the worst conversation ever. He calls me dear at some point. I think I'm 21, 22 years old and you're going to call me dear?
Yeah.
You're 27?
Oh.
And so he gets himself up from the bathroom and then I think one of the bartenders was watching me just in utter misery. And he says, hey, you look like you need a double. As this other guy's going to the bathroom. I'm like, yeah, I think I do. And he pours me one right up, and I said, "Oh my God, thank you." And the bartender's like, "Do you like how I waited for him to the bathroom to do that?" And I was like, "Yeah." And that was kind of like a red flag for me because, like, okay, like weird that a bartender would come up to you like that.
Yeah.
Homie though, because bro had 2 more PBRs and went to the bathroom twice more, so I had 2 more doubles.
Oh my gosh.
So I've had 1 single, 3 doubles.
Okay.
At the end of this date, we walk outside, and I am.
No, I need to know who paid for it. I need the details.
I didn't pay for that.
Okay, he paid for it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I didn't pay for that. I'm not paying for that. The bartender sympathized with me. You think I'm going to pay for that?
No, absolutely not.
Oh, gosh, no. So at the end of the date, we walk out of the bar, and he's only had 3 PBRs. I've had basically 7 shots and cranberry juice.
Okay.
I tell him, oh, yeah, or you're going to take me home, right? He's like, no, we parked right outside of my apartment. You can come over. And it's like your heart starts kind of beating in that moment because you're like,
yeah.
how am I going to get home?
No, seriously.
So I put on my brave face. I said, listen, I am not going to go home with you. I'm going to go back in that bar and you can have a great rest of your night. So I went back into that bar. I ordered another double vodka cranberry. And the woman who was sitting next to us for our entire date, I looked at her. She became my best friend for the night. I held up my phone. I held up his profile online. I said, does this look like the man I was out on a date with? And she said, that is not the same man that was sitting there 5 minutes ago. I said, thank you so much. I proceeded to get so drunk. I had to call one of my friends to call and just get me home because there was no way, shape, or form that I could even take a divvy bike from Ravenswood to Portage Park.
Wait, so he kind of ditched you?
He was, I think, expecting me to sleep with him for giving me a ride near to a bar near to his house and then him paying the bill, but we don't play that game in this. Not this city girl right here. No, we get what we want and we leave.
No, seriously. So he kind of just was like, all right, deuces, and went to his place and just left you there?
Oh yeah, no, he completely walked away. It was a rainy night. It was like the dead of winter or something, so like everything was still cold, but it was like
Yeah.
rainy and puddles everywhere. I had no idea the neighborhood, like Ravenswood. That was probably my first time over there. Really cute place, by the way. But after that, the bartenders took such good care of me. I went to that bar pretty much every weekend, I think, until both the bartenders quit.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, and they had a karaoke night every Friday. I would actually start to take dates there myself.
So basically, by the end of the night, you had one of your friends pick you up with her little sister?
Yes. So one of my friends had to come pick me up, and I was very, very under the influence of alcohol. And then as I open the door, I see our friend's littlest sister, the most adorable thing in the world. And I like basically want to explode just from like the joy of like being comfortably drunk and oh my God, our little sister is here.
Yeah, I think she was like what, like 12, 13?
Oh my God. You could have told me she was 8 years old and I would
I
have
know.
believed you. She's so small.
I know, I love her so much.
Yeah, but definitely the bad first date story. I think I will make a wheel and I'm just gonna put keywords from different dates.
Oh my gosh.
You know, at one point I had a guy I was dating and he wrote a song about me and sent it to me a couple months later and it was the most depressing thing you've ever heard in your entire life.
That's kind of sad.
Yeah, but you know what? It's on my Spotify liked list.
Okay.
It's not a bad song.
Okay. Well, so that was like your bad date. What was your best first date? Let's end this podcast on a positive note. So your best first date.
So when I was in high school,
Oh, okay. We're going way back.
I met this girl.
Mm-hmm.
And I lived a different life back then, you know.
You met this girl, you're gay.
I was maybe 17. I was a junior in high school. I met this girl.
Okay.
And, you know, we had talked in school for a while. We sat in class. But so I was a vegetarian back then.
Oh, yep. R.I.P. vegetarianism.
This is the best and first worst date because I think this is like the first time we like really hung out. But she took me to this place called Panda Express. The moment I opened the door, I don't know what it was about my 17-year-old self, but this girl took me on this date, said, here, get a to-go box, get a double order of chow mein and orange chicken, and you'll love it. And I said, what? And ever since then, I've been eating meat. And it's all her fault.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I've ever forgiven her, but she's definitely changed my life, and I'm glad I have muscle mass on me now.
And question. Are you still with this woman today?
Yeah, you know, I am so proud to call this woman my wife.
I'm sorry, but I don't recall us ever getting married.
Of course you wouldn't. You were hammered.
Oh my gosh. Yes, guys, this is a true story. I was the girl that took him out on a Panda Express date knowing he was a vegetarian.
Yeah, there was like, she's like, yeah, no, you're not.
Yeah. I was like, listen, you're about to eat this Panda Express and your life's about to change.
And that was the first time I'd ever, I think, seen a Panda Express.
Yes. I don't even remember how we ended up there, but I loved Panda Express. It was like my guilty pleasure.
You know what? I could eat it still. It's all microwave though. It's all reheated.
No, it's literally so good. Oh my God. That probably is the worst first date ever.
Thank you.
I love that. Alrighty, well, that is all we have for you guys today. Thank you so much for tuning into Shameless in Chicago. And until the next episode, everyone.
Yeah, join us next time when we have a clown with his hair on fire giving Nineveh a makeover.
Is that you?
Yeah.
Are you the clown?
With my hair on fire. Let's do this.
I mean, you are a ginger, so.
All right, yeah. So we're going to shave her head and make her look a weird Barbie.
Okay, you're already a weird Barbie. Just kidding.
All right, everyone. We'll see you next time.
All right, bye.
Bye.